So, as you can hear, it's been an amazing year. I'm just so proud of this orchestra. And to think that there are some students on the stage who have only been playing for just a couple of months. There are mostly fourth graders. There are a few fifth graders who started just this year. I'm so proud of them and how far they've come as well. But I just wanted to take a moment to recognize the fourth graders, especially, they just started out and now they're taking over next year as the leaders of the orchestra. They really have come so far in such a short time. Learning to read music, I feel like learning to play the instrument seems like that would be the most difficult part. Sometimes the reading of the music can be the most challenging part, and they're doing a great job with it. And we start fifth grade with even more review with that because we're all at different levels with that. So I'd love to just see them continue and just continue to work with them and have them be stronger and stronger and more confident in their playing and hopefully loving it every step of the way. So I just want to recognize my fourth grader. And then my fifth graders. It's been such a great 2 years with them. I wish I could just follow them to middle school, but I'm always going to be in elementary school. So they'll have to maybe come back and visit, and I'll see them at the district spring nights in the future. But it's just been such a great journey. I'm so proud of them. They really stepped up to be leaders in the orchestra, not just with their personalities and being good mentors to the fourth graders, but even just, as the phenomenal musicians they've become. I'm always challenging them to do more and challenge themselves to a higher level. Just when they master one thing with their instrument, I say, okay, now try this and try this, and they're always so willing to take it on and do their very best in every moment. I'd just like to take now this moment to recognize my fifth graders who I will miss dearly. So our next piece is Canon in D, and this has been our tradition song since I started teaching in Sayville in 1999. It's been a really long and wonderful journey. It just kind of happened because it's such a great, beautiful piece, but I also have, for each instrument, like a violin 1 part and a violin 2 part, viola 1, viola 2, same for cello, same for bass, where for the beginning students, it is more at their level, and then as they move on to fifth grade, they're learning a whole new part with more challenges and just more chances to grow as a musician. And it's so important for orchestra that students can learn to play slow and beautiful music and control the bow and get a beautiful sound, and they have really achieved that with this piece. So we hope you enjoy Canon in D. All right, so we have one more really fun piece to play for you. I've actually never done this piece with an orchestra before. I found it this year, and it has definitely become a favorite. I know the students love it. It's definitely a favorite of mine. It's coming back years down the line for sure. But I find that I do like to choose from time to time fiddle tunes or country sounding tunes because there's so much fun to play with all the fast bow movements. The students feel involved with the music as they're playing the faster music. Like, yes, it's important for us to learn slow, beautiful music and control the bow at a slow speed, but the fast pieces, it's almost like you're dancing with the song. So our next piece is Country Jam, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we love performing. Just a quick note for safety. The orchestra students are going to be going back into the orchestra room to pack up, and they have chaperones there supervising them. They're in good hands. I encourage you to stay and listen to the bands perform. The students have worked so hard. I'd love them to have the same wonderful, huge audience that we had the honor of performing for. If for whatever reason you do have to pick your child up, or at the end of the concert when you pick your child up, the students won't be permitted to leave unless a parent comes to get them. It does get crowded, so probably just one parent to come back there is good. But I just wanted to make sure I said that to you and to the students. Just know you won't be able to come out searching for your families, that someone will have to come and get you from the orchestra room when the time comes. So it'll just be a few moments as we switch over to band. Thank you again so much for being such a wonderful audience. It's been our pleasure.
To introduce our next song is Dylan McConey.
Our next piece is called Attack of the Side Trombones. As you may have guessed, this song features our young trombone section. During the songs, the trombone will do a glissando effect, which no other instrument can truly enjoy.
You don't pass up playing that song when you have that many trombones on it. We got one more song for the 4th grade. Coming up to introduce is Vera DeStefano.
Our final piece is called Heroes in Glory. This is a musical tribute to all the heroes in our lives. The musical theme helps represent safety and strong community. The 4th grade band would like to thank all the heroes that help us every day, especially our teachers and family. Enjoy Heroes in Glory.
I knew I was going to forget something tonight, and I forgot to introduce the first song. Olivia Donalds was supposed to introduce it, but she's like, nah, I'm good. So let's give Olivia a nice big round of applause anyway. To introduce our next song is Alec Tulo.
Our next piece is called Fallbrook March. Fallbrook is located near San Diego in California and very close to the Marine Corps, Camp Pendleton. The composer wrote this piece as he was inspired by the hardened training men and women of Camp Pendleton, which he lives nearby. Please enjoy Fallbrook March.
Thank you. You know, they were been great all year. The biggest question, the biggest concern tonight was, can I bring my Stanley on the stage? And the joke I was going to do is I was going to take my daughter's Stanley and just, as I was saying this, just take sips from it. But I was worried I was going to forget it here, and that's a very expensive joke. So that did not happen. I want to say a few thank yous on behalf of myself, Mr. Brico first, Dr. Ferris, all the administration, from the top on down, especially the principals of the elementary schools, Dr. Foy, Dr. Ein, Mr. Morrow, Mr. Bullis for the continued support of the band and orchestra programs. Let's give them a nice big round of applause. As a member of the custodial staff at all three elementary buildings and here at the middle school and even at the high school, where we get a lot of help year-round setting up all the chairs and stands all year. So I know they can't hear us now, but let's give them a nice big round of applause. So of course, Mr. Kramer and the entire music department, especially all the band teachers, Mrs. Van Boxel, Ms. Latanzio, Ms. Reed, helping me out all year long, and especially Ms. Warner and Mrs. Cirillo, who are here helping, keeping these kids quiet in the cafeteria today. So let's give the entire music department a nice big round of applause. Got to mention, if anyone's interested in having your child play over this summer, we have the summer music program. Please speak to any of us, the music teachers in the buildings. We'll have paperwork for you If anyone's interested in that, Simba's very interested. We want to get a lot of people in that summer program. I always ask the students to give their parents the biggest round of applause, because without these parents out here, this wouldn't be possible. So students, give these guys a loud ovation. I said give them a loud ovation. You only provide them food and shelter. And parents, seriously, thank you. This is tremendous. There's so much talent between the 4th and 5th grade. We're playing some pretty difficult music from day one. I said, we can do some hard stuff. I told these guys yesterday at the rehearsal, I want to see all these seats filled next year in the middle school. I'm going to visit them. I hope they keep playing. Just tremendous. So I want to thank all of you guys. You guys are awesome all year. Seriously, you make my job a lot of fun. So thank you guys. As a matter of fact, my daughter, who's in kindergarten, we take her to Summerfest and the Miracle on Main. So she thinks when I come to work, I'm just going on rides and eating out of food trucks with her. So she thinks I have the greatest job in the world. But you know what? She's not that far off, because like I said, these guys are tremendous. So thank you again. To announce our final song, Emerson Chaffee.
Our final piece is called Heroic Entrance. This piece represents a new challenge that will be happening in one's life. For us 5th graders, that will be starting middle school. We plan to start middle school with our own heroic entrance. That will lead us to success in the future. Enjoy Heroic Entrance.
Thank you once again. Fourth grade band members, orchestra band members, we're going to let you go get your kids from the cafeteria. We're going to do the fifth grade band members, a second up